guys, it's Emily. Welcome back to The Casual Puzzler. To Amazon made me buy it. They have finally figured out that I like jigsaw puzzles, and in my email there was one that said magic puzzles, and I was like, ooh, that sounds fun. So I clicked on the link and there was about 8 to 10 puzzles in that email, and I thought it'd be a fun video to try 3 of them out and review them for you guys. They're all brands I've never done before. They all look like they had some type of quirk or surprise element to them, so I thought it'd be really fun to do this video and try 3 new brands out. I will say I've already done them. I have so many thoughts and opinions. If you want this to be a series, let me know, because I have so many emails coming through from Amazon with different puzzles, and it is so tempting every single time. Before we get into the video, I would love if you subscribed. I don't really say that often, but it'd be amazing if you did. From now on, I am posting 2 videos a week, and I think you're gonna love the stuff to come. Getting that out of the way, let's just dive into this video. Puzzle number 1 is this one from Stellar Factory. Look at this puzzle. It's definitely gimmicky. It looks like a little pizza box. It's called Pizza Puzzles. They have 3 different variations of this puzzle. They have pepperoni, meat lovers, and veggie supreme. And these are the only puzzles they carry. They are actually a card game company. And so they have ventured out into puzzles, and all of them are pretty similar. Packaging super cute, a little flimsy. It did dent right here in the very front. But the packaging super adorable and very on brand with the puzzle. Like, everything about it is super cute. I like that it has like the meat lovers right there. And it is supposed to be a 20-inch pizza. This puzzle retails for $19.95, and it currently has 4.6 stars on Amazon. I'll give my own rating at the end. But this one here, the quirk is that they do pizzas by the slice. It is a 550-piece puzzle, but you can break them up into 8 slices, because on the back of each piece there is a symbol on the paper backing. So they have like 8 different variations that you can sort, and then 8 different people can do those puzzles, which I think is fun if you want to do like a fun little puzzle party or something like that, or if you had a bunch of people who are coming over, sending that as an invitation, and then you can like put the pieces together. I don't know. I just think that part is super cute, is that you can have 8 different pieces. Moving to the pieces, they are really shiny. They're a bit more dull than I was expecting. They have like that quirk where it just seems like the ink wasn't quite right, like the saturation wasn't quite on par. Also, it had like this pixelation that you don't see on the image anywhere on their branding or on the website. But when you look at the pieces, it has like these little tiny red dots all throughout it. That might be something that they were intending to do, but it kind of just makes it look like the printing wasn't quite right, you know? So puzzle piece quality, not my favorite. Again, it also had a paper backing, which is give or take whatever you want to do with that. As far as putting the puzzle together, it was relatively easy. I did the pepperonis first, and then there's a lot of these like seek and find elements throughout it that you could easily decipher where they go. Like, they had a set of die, they had a band-aid, they had like little things that you could like put in their place. They also had like an egg and a little wishbone. So there's a lot of different elements besides just the pepperoni and cheese. There are 15 pieces in the seek and find element, so it was pretty easy to decipher where they go in the puzzle, and it's really easy to find those hidden pieces. For this puzzle, I'm giving it a 3-star rating. It was cute. I like the aspect that you can do 8 individual puzzles, so if you wanted to have like a little party, definitely cute. The branding, definitely really cute. However, as far as the piece quality, puzzle quality, it was not good, and so I probably won't buy any more from this brand. I think they are a card company that just like wants to dip their toes into puzzles, and they did no research. So that's my thinking on that puzzle there. The next puzzle we have here is this one by Odd Pieces called Beyond the Kelp. This one has a lot of things happening with it, where it is a mystery puzzle but a seek and find puzzle, and it has a little storyline to it. So it has a lot of fun things going for it. It's supposed to be like a family affair. There are a few different levels of difficulty. There's easy, medium, hard. This one is the hard one, which I did not realize until after I was doing it. Definitely a tricky puzzle, but this one here, I'm going to try my best to not give any spoilers. So pretty much in the box is a ton of different stuff. There's instructions about the seek and find. They have instructions about how you're supposed to be doing the puzzle. There's a bunch of stickers here, which are just super cute. And then they have 2 envelopes. So one is yellow, which is the first one you open, and it gives you instructions. It also gives you 2 variations of the poster. However, However, the poster that they gave you is not the image that you're doing. It's slightly different. And so you're trying to do this puzzle pretty much blind. There's some elements in the image that you can use, like the edges, and there's some aspects in it that you can definitely tell are in the puzzle, but you can't really see the full image until you open the orange envelope, which gives you the final image as well as the final storyline. So there's two different storybooks to kind of give you a little bit of a story to it. And this puzzle was super cute. Difficulty level, I would definitely say is hard, just because the coloring is so similar, and also you're doing it kind of blind. So I feel like there's areas where there are, like, say these fish, but there's also fish over here, and then there's this shell, but there's another thing over there. So it can be in a lot of different areas, and so difficulty, yes, it was very hard, but it was super fun and really good quality pieces. The pieces were thick, they had a nice satin finish, weren't matte, weren't glossy. Like, everything with the puzzle pieces I loved, except when I got to the very end of the puzzle when I realized I had 2 extra edge pieces, but then I was missing 2 interior pieces. So I had 1,000 pieces, but not the right ones, which is such a bummer because it was a challenging puzzle for me. This one, for my rating, I would probably give it like a 3.5, maybe up to a 4. The missing piece is really what did it for me. If it wasn't missing a piece, I would probably give it a 4.5, but that is a big aspect. You of course want to have all your pieces, and just the fact that I'm having extra pieces means that someone else is also missing pieces. So yeah, I'll definitely give it like a 3.5 star rating, but it was fun. I like the quality other than the missing piece. And so moving on to puzzle number 3. This is the whole reason I opened up the email, and I want every single one of their stuff. So this one is called Mystic Maze. It retails for $22.99, and I will say for the price point, I really think this is a really good value. There's a lot of stuff happening inside the box as well. There are 2 posters, which I think is cool because if you're puzzling with another person, you can have 2 copies, which is awesome because on the box it does not give you the full image. They have also a seek and find element to it. There's also, again, a storyline element to it, and there's also some secrets along with it. So inside the box is another paper envelope that you are not supposed to open until the very end. Honestly, I forgot about it until the very end, and I was like, oh, right, I have this thing, which I'll discuss in the end of the video. The puzzle itself was like the perfect amount of difficulty though. Like, there's a lot of elements going on, but you were never stuck, and there's large enough areas that you can know where you are going with your puzzle pieces. It's not like it's so chaotic where there's just stuff everywhere, and when you pick up a puzzle piece, you just like don't know where to go. This one, you can still have like a little bit of help with the puzzle piece, which I really appreciated. So I was never stuck. It was such a good time. I love the little secrets within it, and puzzle quality was absolutely fantastic. Like, everything about this puzzle I absolutely loved. Would 100% buy more from them. They have a whole bunch of different ones. I think they're all 1,000 pieces, and I think for $22.99 I feel like this is a really good price point for what you're getting. And I do think this is really cool because in the inside cover they do have a part where you can like share with friends, which I love this little element here because oftentimes I've done a lot of puzzle swaps and such where people will sign the inside of the cover. Sometimes they'll sign like a piece, but the inside of the cover shows like it's meant to be shared, which I absolutely loved. So I just really enjoyed this one, would 100% get more from them. And it's tricky because I can't really like show you the final result here because there's a lot of secrets inside and I don't want to spoil it. So I would give it 5 stars, like loved it so much. Maybe one of my favorite puzzles of the year. That's how much I loved it. I thought it was super fun. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I will be doing the secrets to this puzzle at the very end. So if you don't want to know the secrets, thank you so much for being here. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. But if you do want to know the secrets, let's get started with the spoiler. When you're doing this puzzle, you realize you are having way too many edge pieces, like crazy amounts of edge pieces. So I instantly knew that they had some extra false edges somewhere along the puzzle, but the amount of them is kind of crazy. So when you're doing the puzzle, there are a ton of different places where there's edges, and then you try kind of find out that there's like a pattern to it where it looks like mountains. When you're at the end of the puzzle, you realize there are actually 3 separate puzzles that you can break apart. Now, I had done the puzzle totally forgetting that there was a little envelope inside where I had to open it up at the end. So when I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's cool. And it's like 3 different sections. So I really thought it was just a really fun, like that was the magic, was that there was like 3 different sections versus 1. That was not the magic. What is really cool is when you open up the double-walled envelope, like they do it like 3 times where it's like, are you sure you want to open this up? And so you open it up and there are extra pieces inside, which I was not expecting. I was not expecting the extra pieces, which was super fun. So you opened it up. I noticed that there was instructions that I had to move the 3 original sections around, and it created a hole for the extra pieces, which was so fun. So I did the extra pieces, super easy. It only took me maybe 20 minutes. I rearranged the multiple sections, had the opening, fit the puzzle pieces in, and you have the full image, which I loved it. I loved that aspect so much. Like I was loving it just because it had like the little mountain bit and like it was 3 different sections. Like I thought it was cool, but just the fact that like opened up and you added more pieces and then it was like a completed puzzle, I thought that was really cool. So this is a little secret about this. I really enjoyed it. I also loved how the extra pieces have a different saying on the back, or it has stars or something like that on the back of the pieces. So it was a really fun surprise and I loved it so much. So thank you for staying to the end if you wanted to learn the spoiler. It was so much fun. I don't know if all of them are like this, like if it has that similar aspect or if each one has some other different quirk, but I'm excited to try more of them. So thank you so much for tuning into this portion of the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.